As many people know who watch this channel with me on a regular basis, and I know I often say that, chums, we all miss, of course, our wonderful, brilliant, late Queen Elizabeth II. And as many of you also know, I'm fascinated by, the red telephone boxes or, the post boxes with the ER on or the VR, because you're looking at history, aren't you? And you're looking at everything that's gone before. And for our generation, or most of us at least, who are watching this channel on a daily basis, well, we only really know one queen, don't we? And that's the thing, Queen Elizabeth. Everybody just remembers her. When you think of the royals, you just think of the Queen. She's sort of indelibly there throughout. And it's a little bit like Queen Victoria when you go around London and, in other various places like Regency towns, you see all the statues to her and all, of course, the great memory things. And you think, wow, But sadly, by the end of this year, 2025, something's about to change that, well, just proves how far we've now moved on. As ever, let me explain. Morning, chums, lovely to see you. Thank you so much for joining me today. And as ever, welcome one and all brand new subscribers in this beautiful beer garden, as they call it. And now I'm looking like a lush in all these pubs, aren't I? Now that's because, chums, at the end of this year, for the very first time, the passport, the British passport, will have the emblem, the cipher, whatever you want to call it, of His Majesty the King, King Charles III, for the very first time. And it is really the end of an era. And, already people are saying, well, the original passports will now go down in history. And I believe also, chums, that you'll see these popping up with people wanting to sell their out-of-date passports and all that sort of stuff. And this is all, of course, put together by the Home Office, which, of course, the current Home Secretary, Shabana Mahmood, is in charge. Yes, I know. That's what you're thinking. And what's interesting also, and this is the other side of the story, we should really celebrate British royal history, our very own heritage, and of course our wonderful history. Really, as I've often said here on the show, anywhere that you are in the world, you should celebrate it, because you never know when it's going to be eradicated. We've seen statues removed, the sort of thing. It's gone on and on and on. Where this is interesting, in my opinion, though, is recently, as you know, the Home Office, which is the home of the Home Secretary, well, they couldn't decide exactly what portraits they now wanted up, and including certain portraits of people like, world famous leaders, etc. Right? Now, what's also moving, to say the least, is that they managed to squeeze up a brand new portrait of the now disgraced and defunct, of course, Home Secretary, Yvette Cooper. And they replaced it with, well, nobody really, because now they can't decide which portrait to put up. Now, what insiders tell me is that apparently there isn't a portrait up there of His Majesty the King, King Charles. Wouldn't you have thought, when you think about it, that given the fact that his brand new detail is on the current British passport, they might have seen their way to making sure they got that back up in literally the office of the Home Secretary. Now, as I often say here on the show, I like to celebrate everything. I'm all for English heritage, all for saving our wonderful culture. But when you think about it, these people who are in charge of us right now take away the very fabric of what we're about. And while, of course, we should celebrate this brand new passport, of course, celebrating our brand new reign of King Charles III, wouldn't it be nice if also his official portrait could be put back up in there already? Apparently they're claiming it's just taken down for cleaning purposes. It's taken some time, as you can imagine. Neil Sean in the very heart of the United Kingdom.